So there's this Italian logger named Jack Reds. We call him Giacomo for short. Yeah.
What a great intro. Oh, let's roll the intro. Welcome back to the T&M podcast. I am your host. Oh man, I cannot go back to that
Good
accent.
to be here.
Okay, just come right in. All right. I'm your host, Tyrell Miller here. We're here with
Tim Ash.
Tim Ash and our special guest stars.
Stetson Miller.
Yeah. So good to have him loud and clear.
Yeah, you might actually hear him this time.
Yeah.
You heard the last time he was on.
Yeah, the two things you heard.
Hey guys,
What's up, guys? And then, can I go pee?
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, we do have, and I know I said this every single time, we do have a special one here for you.
Oh, yes.
One you can only get from me and us. Because it involves good old Jack Reds, or Giacomo Rossi, who I was a foreign exchange student's brother, too, like when I was in Italy, which you guys already know because of the Italian story, because you obviously have listened to all the other ones.
Oh, yes, for sure.
Sorry about what?
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
I wasn't saying anything.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, and so he had the birthday party, raised a decent amount of money, and decided to come to Montana because we were like, hey, you know,
You should come.
I was here for a year, and then I didn't show up for 2 years. Nobody showed up. You said you were going to come over, and you didn't. And then now I come over a second time, basically forcing you to come, and he decided to come. So yeah, this is the story that enveloped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have the
sorry for that.
month of the week or whatever?
Oh shoot, you're right. I got to do that. Yeah. Oh my god.
I forgot about that once you
boy.
started.
Guys, talk for a while. Give me a second. I need to look it up.
Normally, by this time, because we even have this whole layout of what we're going to be talking about. And I saw that there was no month of the week thing, and so I decided not to say it until we already started. Actually, I didn't notice until we started, and so we'll see how that goes once you find it.
I found it.
Okay,
All right.
found it.
All right, so we just did March a little bit ago, didn't we? Yeah, my favorite. March is the best because I'm the best. Okay, so the next, I'm just my throat. Okay, the next month of the week is April. Yeah, good old April. Yeah, she's a female. You could tell by the name. Family role. She's the daughter, youngest twin sister to May. Personality and description. She is sweet, brimming with energy and excitement. Loves flowers. Black, long hair, flowers in her crown, white dress, mid-height, pretty, young, and her relationship status is single. For all you lovely single men out there, that's you three.
Black
You three.
That's me included.
I wouldn't expect people to have black hair.
So when you say daughter,
Yeah.
whose daughter?
Dude, I told you got to wait because it's one of the characters.
But what if it's
one of the months?
If there's a grandmother,
Yeah.
what if she's like the daughter of the grandmother or whatever?
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell every single one of these, and then when we get to a certain points, we're gonna just have like this just big family tree. I'm just gonna explain it all at one time.
Okay.
So basically, one of the months is a mother, and one of the months is a father, and then there's like parents on one side of the family.
Why didn't you say like daughter of blank?
Because I didn't want to spoil it.
Why? Well, but then we won't remember
Because
it.
I only say father, son. It's all based off of one side of the family, basically.
Okay.
I mean, there is like off of the father's side, but I say off of the father's side. It's one family, and then everyone based off of them.
Okay.
So like the father and the mother, and then you got the son, and you got the
But
grandfathers.
then I don't know who are the how many kids do the father and mother have?
3.
3. Okay.
4. I'm sorry, I lied.
Okay.
4. Yeah, 4.
Okay.
So yeah, she's this girl would be brother or sister to March, May, and July.
Okay. Do you have? Is there like a who's oldest?
We'll get ahead. Okay. We'll get to that later.
Okay. All right.
Oh shoot! I didn't even get the
Dad's
common sense of the week.
Common sense of the week. Okay, when we get to a certain point, I'm just gonna breach up and do that really quick. Right. I'm so sorry, we're not prepared. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Hey,
yeah. So Giacomo was here. Yep. Anyway, so he was coming out, and I think this was like July 3rd. I told him to come during the 4th, so you gotta shoot lots of guns, have lots of explosions, and we have lots of fun as well.
Lots of fun.
Get a real good taste of America.
Clean America. Okay, we're not gonna sing the rest of the song.
A couple times.
I did, with no cuss words. All right, so the first day was basically all me, so I'll go ahead and tell it because it's pretty fun. So, I mean, not the part driving to Calgary was not fun. So I had to drive to Calgary, meet him at a certain time in the afternoon. It was going to be the whole day. And I drove down, he just flew over. And I get down there and I wait. And this is kind of sucky because I've already been to Calgary like 3 times now. I dropped Dad off once, and then I went once, and we all went, and then so I was sick and tired of going to Calgary. And you can just book it down the roads, 90, 100 miles per hour, no problem. No cops pull you over. Cop passes me. That's just what's happening. And I pick him up. He's cool. We're happy, and he's excited. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm here now." Anyway, he did not have that accent.
Yeah. Well, so what?
I think it sounds like that.
Say he landed in like the afternoon.
Yeah.
What time would it be for him landing there?
I think it's like 10 hours past or ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it'd be like the middle of the night.
So let's say it was 12, it would be, it'd be 10 o'clock. Or 9 o'clock.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the nighttime.
Yeah. So if you land in the afternoon, then it's, okay, So it's late.
Yep. So he basically went back in time. Yeah. So you guys remember it coming back from the previous trip.
Good old jet lag.
Yeah. Anyway, so we picked him up, and I was like, man, he was hungry, and I was holding it a pee for a very long time, like 2 hours now, and so I had to go so bad, and so I said the first place we find we're going to go, and we ended up finding a place, Subway, which every good American should take somebody to, because it is the number one, actually, most largest franchise in the world. There's more Subways than any other restaurant. I think 7-Eleven beats it in stuff.
Well then,
not restaurants though.
Why isn't there more Subways like in other countries and stuff?
In countries, yeah. Rome. Okay. There's in Rome. It's in every airport, ever.
Then why are you saying it should be for every American or something? Because I'm sure he's been to Subway then, right?
American, and because just it's really good. And I was trying to convince them while I was in Italy to go to the one in Rome. It's like the middle of Rome, and they're like, no, it's an hour to the middle of Rome. We're not going to do that. And I was like, come on, I really want to go to Subway. I was having Subway withdrawals, so. You don't even notice you do that. I mean, I do that because I love Subway.
Yeah,
so I took him to Subway.
Don't really care for Subway.
And he asked me what I should order, or what he should order, and I said, "Oh, just anything." And I went to the bathroom, and I came back out, and he asked the server what he should order or what he should take, and they said the chicken bacon ranch, I think, whatever.
Oh, I want
those are good.
Yeah, those are pretty good. And I had my steak and cheese, and I told him to get a soda. He had this was he's the first time he's ever seen just an entire. Soda fountain.
Really?
Fountain. Yeah, first time he's ever seen one because they hide them back in the store, so you can't have multiple, a whole bunch of them. Oh. So I was like, yeah, pick whatever you want. He's like, we can have just whatever we want. Can I just start mixing them? I was like, no, don't mix them.
I mean,
not when you're trying to. Yeah, anyway, so I was like, yeah, okay, first things first. I'll tell you my favorites. Dr. Pepper. He says, okay, he takes Dr. Pepper. And before in Italy, he didn't really like Dr. Pepper because they had this imported crap. And I was like, dude, this is America. You got carbonation. You got corn syrup.
But then it's fountain Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
which
it's not near as good.
Nah, it's good.
That's what I told him that. I told him there's a big science behind it. I was like, bottles taste better and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he drinks it, thinks it's good, and he says it was better than the Italian. And then he gets a bite of the sub, and he said, his impression, he's biting it. This is so good. She's like, he had a whole foot long, ate it all. Like, really, he's the only guy I've ever met that's faster eater than me. And I eat fast, and you guys know that.
Yeah.
Because you guys both eat slow. So anyway, So I eat it all, or I eat like half of my sandwich, and he's eating his entire thing, and he wanted a bite of mine, and then I told him mine's better, and he like ate the rest of that. So, and then he went back to the fountain and just basically splurged every single one he could take. Just
tried them.
Go. Yeah, Pepsi, Coke, and all that other stuff. And then we went to a restaurant, or we went to a gas station. I don't think we went to a gas station because we had a problem with it. Basically, we were driving back, and I forgot because I had half a tank.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't need to get gas. Nobody needs gas. And so we're driving back, and on the way back, I'll go back to the gas a little bit later. On the way back, he said he had a gift for me. He's like, yeah, I got a gift for you. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome, bro. I mean, as long as it's not alcohol. He's like, just pulls the bottle out of the bag, looks at me, he's like, it is. I'm like, wait, you serious? He's like, yeah, it was a celebration thing. I was like, I can't take it across the border, bro. It's illegal in America.
If you'd have just kept it in his bag, kept it in his luggage, it would have been fine. He was asking
about that. I was like, yeah, it would be fine as long as we don't get caught, and and my my dad doesn't find it either, and like we don't. I mean, I'm pretty well known and all this other stuff. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll just throw it away. Okay, we'll just get over with it. And I was like, well, maybe we could just give it to the border patrolman and be like, hey, explain the situation, and I'll get to that later, okay? Anyway, so we're driving, and I'm on the E mark of gas, okay? And I'm like, holy cow, we have not found a single gas station yet. And I know I have about 60 miles. I put the little mark down, like there's this little recording thing. So we have 60 miles to find a gas station. We don't find one until about 40 something.
Okay.
And the one we find is closed. It's 9 o'clock and it's closed. It's like, what?
That's how.
What?
Yep.
That is so stupid. They just closed. Sorry. I'm like, we cannot make it to another town because the next town was like 100 some kilometers away. Although they did have one right below it we went to, and we got gas, and that was awesome because we were kind of getting a little nervous.
Yeah.
Because there's no gas stations in Canada, and he puts in a full tank of gas, and it's like $50, whatever. I'm like, don't worry, that's probably wrong. It's probably wrong. No, Canadian oils or gas is very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Even if you account for
it's
the
still pretty
different
expensive.
dollar, it's still expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we kept going, and we drive, and we got into this major storm right when we hit Crow's Nest Pass, that area. So bad, I couldn't see the road, and there was a semi in front of me. I just basically looked at his lights and followed it the entire way back. He was sleeping through the entire thing. And I would wake up and be like, bro, this is bad. I can't see anything. He's like, oh. Okay, back to bed. He is the heaviest and quickest sleeper I think I've ever met. And I think you're a pretty fast sleeper.
What a soul.
But he can sleep anywhere, anytime, during anything.
Yeah.
Like, he slept during movies, blaring loud. He slept during, I'm pretty sure he slept during, I don't know, loud music in a car. Anyway, so, yeah.
I could do that.
We get through that storm, and we make it to the border patrolman. And I was like, okay, we need to find a place to throw this alcohol in. So we found this little recycle bin right outside of like about a kilometer away. Put it in there, so there's alcohol over there if anybody wants. Anyway, and we drive to the border patrolman, and we get checked. They come in, they check our vehicle and all this stuff.
Yeah, they have you like open the trunk and stuff.
Yeah, and they were wondering, what was inside and stuff like that.
They didn't look inside his luggage, did he? Did they?
No.
Okay.
No. Although I'm glad, I'm still. What if?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they asked him if he got checked into the country yet, and we said no. And so we went in, and the other guy, one guy was just kind of a jerk. The other guy was fine, and the other guy, as soon as he found out who it was, I was like, yeah. I told him, I was like, yeah, my family's pretty well known here. I'm like, my mom, probably because of my mom, this is a big reason because she takes pictures.
Photographer, yeah.
And so I walk into the room. And one of the police or one of the officers is like, "Hey, are you Daniela's son?" I'm like, "Yeah." And we just get into this big conversation about what's going on while they're trying to check in. And And it was cool. And I was like, told you, we're pretty well known.
Pretty well known in
you just flex
America.
on him a little bit. I'm pretty well known around here.
Yeah, this small little 2,000 person town. He comes from a similar size, but really compact. Mm-hmm. So we drive the rest of the way. We arrive at home, and our awesome neighbor Joe Forrest decided to let us borrow the cabin, drive him up to the cabin via a 4-wheeler, because drive a 4-wheeler up. And I was telling him the whole way.
Than that.
Yeah, I was telling him the whole way. I found bears right outside this thing. So bears and mountain lions, bro, they're here. Adds to the adrenaline.
Oh, yeah.
And the first night, those beds were amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
The first night was over. Yay! And then the second day arrived. The second day was 4th of July. Pretty positive. Might have my dates up.
It was the 3rd or the 4th.
Yeah.
One of those two.
So, 4th of July, guns, and more guns. Basically all we did, we got
lots of guns.
Lots of guns.
That was when I showed up. I showed up that day then.
Yep. And
also
we met
brought
them.
the gun crazy Simoniac.
Yeah, gun crazy Simoniac.
yeah.
He brought his AR-15 and his AR-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I've never shot any of those. That was so cool.
It was really
nice,
cool. Yeah.
The AR-15 is so much louder than it kicks. It doesn't kick hardly at all, but it's so loud.
Oh yeah, they're real loud.
So loud. And then my gun surprisingly kicked the most out of all of them. I didn't expect that. And then we went skeet shooting. That was so much fun too. And Stetson ripped my bra on my car because he sat on it. And I stopped like an idiot and just flew forward and ripped my bra. And I was like, no. Anyway, that was a little
Buns of steel.
Yeah. Giacomo really liked shooting guns.
Yeah,
he did.
It's fun.
He had a lot. I had a lot of fun. He had a lot of fun. I'm like, because when I was in Italy, I was trying to convince him, you're gonna come down and you're gonna shoot some guns. He's like, And he changed completely in the time that I met him and I left him.
Well, didn't he say that his mom was like, I don't want him shooting. No shooting.
She told me that too.
No
She
shooting.
told me, she's like, I don't really want him shooting. I was like, that sucks. I told her that
he's
sucks.
gonna be shooting guns.
Yeah. Man, but when he was 16 or whatever, and I used to live with them, he was a little bit more, not liberal, but a little bit more in that mindset of, not hunting and all that stuff. When he came down here, he was like, let's go, shooting guns, and he shot every single
taking
gun.
selfies everywhere.
He's taking pictures. He's like, hey, videotape me for my mom. I'm shooting an AR-15.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Simoniac looks so cool with his professional shooting habits.
Very professional shooter.
Yeah. So cool. You guys couldn't see that, but we were doing it at Mix. And, that was pretty sick. We shot every gun we had. We did not shoot any of the pistols the entire time. He had a pistol.
We shot the 357 at your house.
Oh, we did.
Out back.
Because that was the next day.
Was it?
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe that was
either
not
earlier that day or the next day.
Yeah,
it was one of those times we shot him later.
I don't know which one he liked most. I know he really liked skeet shooting, which is good because we all like skeet shooting. It is so much fun.
With them clay pigeons.
Yeah, and clay pigeons. That was a lot of fun. And then we watched, first off, we went and did our own fireworks. Because in Italy, you can't do your own fireworks. And so we did our own.
Oh, yeah.
We bought some.
You have to have a license to watch them?
It's a city thing. It's a government thing.
Oh, okay.
They are the ones. They have they had one of the coolest fireworks shows I've ever seen. But they can't use them yourself. And so it's a whole other story when you can use your own.
Oh, yeah.
And you were making those sparkler bombs, man.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Those things were amazing.
Yeah,
I don't think he was ready for it. I wasn't ready for it.
I've
already seen
all about sparkler bombs.
It's that impact where you're like, you gotta feel it.
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's not about the noise. It's about the feel.
The feels or the
get that thump in your
chest.
chest.
Like a cherry bomb.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we I think afterwards we decided to go to Dickey Lake to
try to watch the fireworks with a
and he said they sucked.
I mean, we heard them already going.
Yeah, pretty much.
We pretty much caught the end of them. And it was like,
whatever. We drive home. That's the first night you stayed with us on that cabin, which is pretty cool. We had 3 beds in there, so it was perfect. Yep. And then the next day came along. And that day we didn't do much. We did go cliff jumping. And so this is the kind of big story behind it. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so never taken him swimming before yet.
It didn't end so fun.
And I said, this is going to be the coldest thing you've ever been in. And he's like, okay, whatever. We go and we hike down really cool views.
Went to Pink Falls.
Yes,
that
Pink
waterfall.
Falls.
Water.
Yep, waterfall. And we've been jumping at it for the last couple years.
Yeah, I've done it a few times in the past couple years.
Yeah.
But this year, it was really low for some reason.
Someone probably like dumped a
pile of rocks,
couple ton of gravel in there.
I don't know what it was. I think it was just a buildup over time because it's been slowly shallowing, but not that fast.
I think it built up because I remember being able to swim really low.
Yeah, way back when I could jump down and never touch it.
Yeah, it did seem. Yeah, because before I'd never even touched the bottom.
Yeah,
but then this time.
So anyway, so we get to it. So there's a 20-foot cliff and a 40-foot cliff, and you know how we kind of all decided it.
Well,
first off,
there's like a 15, and then maybe like a 20, and then like a 40.
Yeah. And first things first, I said you have to get in the water because that's gonna be the hard part. You cannot just jump in and get shock.
Cold.
It is so
very cold.
Just jump in.
Well, he didn't. He was like, he touched the water and said, "I'm not doing this." And I said, "Yes, you are."
Nah.
And he decided to jump in because I told him where we were jumping, and he was kind of nervous about the jumping.
Yeah, it's a really cool area where there's. Each of the jump, it's in all around a small pool, and each height is kind of on a different
side of
the pool, and so, but it's like a pretty small pool, and you just jump into the middle, and so if you're going off the tall one, it's really scary because it seems so much higher because it's such a small area, and there's just like trees and all this stuff around you.
Well, there's like a rock that sticks out too, and you have to be kind of wary. Even though you can't hit it, I don't think you have to be wary of it. But anyway, he gets used to it. He eventually jumps in, and I said, "We're gonna go jump." And I knew it was light because I was basically swimming down and touching. I was like, "Timmy's gonna go first because he's the lightest one." Yep. And so Timmy jumps.
Yeah, I went in, and it was like splash. Oh, I kind of like hit the bottom some, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like, "Oh no, don't do it," because I wanted him to do it. I wanted everybody to do it.
I
wanted to have fun. I was like, "Heck yeah,
you see the bottom."
I was like, I mean, I kind of hit the bottom a little bit, but you could do it. You can do it. It's fine.
You should have we could have went to Pinko. We could have went to Pinko.
This was
not Pinko. We could have went to the mouth. Yeah, been way better. But anyway,
that was suggesting.
He was suggesting that. I never been there.
We didn't
so
know
I was
about it till later on with her cousins. So.
And I was okay. So then after that, I think, did I go next or did you go next?
I went before Giacomo.
Okay, so you went next. I went last then. So you went next, and you jumped, and you hit ground.
I landed on sand. It was pretty nice, but I had to lay down, so I pretty much landed on my back.
Yeah, and you said that. You're like, I hit my back. And I was like, holy cow. That is some low stuff. But Giacomo can still do it anyway. Giacomo weighs way more than us. So Giacomo jumps.
He's got a lot more.
And you have the video of him.
Yeah, he had the greatest just scream as he went down. I'm going to play it right now.
Play it. Okay.
Play that scream.
Because Giacomo unintentionally screams when he jumps.
Unintentionally?
He did not do it on purpose.
Oh,
I asked him why he screamed. No, I was like, when he screams, he's like, it just comes out, bro. It just comes out.
I'm going to play it here. This is the sound.
Great falling noise.
It's pure terror, bro.
Use that in some movie or something.
Oh man, it's so good. And I'm so glad you kept that too. Oh man. And then I went over to the other side and decided to jump. And I was like, I think I tried to make it as anticlimactic as possible. And when I dropped, just boom, right on my foot. It hurt so bad.
You didn't.
I came up. No, I went. I was an idiot.
Was this before I
locked my leg?
Before I climbed to the top?
Oh, no, before.
Before
you were climbing up. I was convincing you not to. So I jump and I get down there and I'm like, Timmy, what are you doing? And he's like,
I'm gonna go on the high one.
I gotta do it, bro. I gotta do it, man.
I know I shouldn't, but you guys are tempting me.
You're like, dude, I'll never do it again if I don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's too low.
Because my logic was, if I didn't do it, I would, even though there was perfectly reasonable, good excuse to get out, to not
really
do it.
Good excuse.
I would have been like, deep down, I would have been like, you know, you didn't do it because you wimped out.
You wimp.
You didn't do it. You didn't do it because you were like concerned for your well-being. You did it because you were a wimp.
Too scared to get a broken.
So I was dumb and I jumped.
I'm like telling him not to do it, and then eventually I was like, okay, I kind of want to see him do this.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Timmy, go ahead. I'll videotape. I'll videotape right away. And then you're up there watching. You're like, oh man. And he jumps, and he comes out and goes, I hit my butt really hard. The whole way back. Yeah, whole way back, he's limping back.
Yeah, it was funny, like, when Giacomo jumped, he was saying, like, because he hit his butt too, and he's just like, yeah, this is my butt. This is a rock.
yeah. Butt inserts rock. Yep. Wait, I said that wrong. I said butt inserts rock. Rock inserts
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And then we decided to do some climbing around, and Stetson had a little interesting, because he was explaining to me, right?
All that explaining.
So there was this little like tree at the top, a log at the top of the waterfall that I wanted to walk on, but it was really slick.
Yeah, it was really
and
slippery.
Stetson's like, Stetson's already up there. I was like, what? How do you do it?
It was really easy to get up. Just do a little ninja move.
Yeah, you just basically, your hands are on the log and your feet are on the cliff face and you're completely stretched out, and then you want to push yourself up or something like that. Somehow, I don't know how he did it. He's like, you just do this. And I look away and I look back and he's on the ground.
I was trying to get back to you so I could show it. I just kind of missed my footing or slipped out.
This is right on the top of the waterfall, too.
Almost went head first straight into the waterfall.
Yeah, and I was like,
nice bruises and scratches from that.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, how do you do it, Stetson? And he's like down on the ground.
Upside down.
Man, I decided not to go up there. Yep, because, that was bad.
It wasn't like I was scared, but that was really embarrassing. Because I was really confident in my little climbing skills. But just got shown up by nature.
Best thing ever, we walked back to our car, and guess what?
The battery's dead.
The battery's dead in the middle of Pinko.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you got to flag some people down.
Got to show the kindness of Montana.
Yeah.
It's like the second person that we stopped had jumper cables.
First guy we knew. It was
first guy we knew was Carrie Hubbard.
Carrie Hubbard, yeah.
Yeah, we knew them, and they're like, oh, well, we don't have jumper cables, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, okay, that's fine. Well, and then the next people were like, yep, we've got jumper cables, all right. Here, I started up. Thanks.
Love Montanas.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Nice people.
And so I don't know what else we did. We went to Cafe Jack's, and Giacomo had this gigantic burger, and he said it was the best burger he's ever tried.
He inhaled that thing.
Inhaled it. He got the biggest burger you could have.
Yeah.
In Jack's. It was like the double, it was like a 2/3 burger or something like that.
Pound burger.
Yeah.
Burger or...
It's something like, maybe there's glacier.
It was the other
it had
one.
bacon and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the other one.
It was a very large burger.
We actually went to Vaughn's one of the days earlier, and we actually forgot to invite Stetson. I forgot about that. I forgot to pick up Stetson. I was like, yeah, don't worry.
Right. We literally walk into Vaughn's and we're like, wait.
No. Dad asked, where's Stetson? Because what happened was, so I said, Stetson, be ready at the house to go to Vaughn's. He's like, okay. And then Giacomo was having some problems getting in the car, and you, me, and Giacomo just drive on to Vaughn's.
Because we were up at the cabin, and he was going to be at the house, and we just drove past the house. And we didn't realize until we were there already at Vaughn's.
Like, wait, I thought Stetson was coming. Like, oh, shoot, no!
I sat on the stairs for like 10 minutes waiting for you guys. Just to be disappointed. It was horrible.
I call Stetson. I'm like, hey, so I forgot you.
Well, okay, understandable.
Oh, man. Oh, so good. And then we had burgers.
Yeah. You guys were halfway through your burgers.
Yeah, you walked in. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Stetson. I forgot you, bro. Oh, man. But yeah, I told him before he came over to America, the two things that you guys suck at doing in Italy are steaks and burgers.
Yeah, I had a burger when we were in Italy.
Mm-hmm. At McDonald's.
It was very. No, it was at that one restaurant where we had
whatever.
Yeah, I told you not to order burgers. I told you before.
Paper thin bacon,
and it was not good.
Yeah, no, it's not very good.
It's like
it was not
white
good
flavor.
You guys suck at burgers.
Colored burgers.
So we had burgers, and and then the next morning decided to get up at like 5 or 6 o'clock.
It was early,
very early, and we drive to Great Falls to a Trump rally.
Yeah,
President. Which he comes from. I mean, Italy's pretty liberal, and Timothy also didn't really want to go, but he decided to go anyway.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have gone if
you would have known.
Well, no, if
Giacomo didn't go.
Yeah, if we weren't there and we were all hanging out and whatever. Because it was it's a 5-hour drive.
I remember both of you were like, you didn't think there was going to be very many people.
I didn't. Well,
it's a Trump rally.
Yeah, I thought I thought us showing up. Whoa! How early did we show up?
3 or 4 hours early. We showed up 12, and it started at 4.
It started at 4, yeah.
But the line started at 2.
It was supposed to start at 4,
yeah,
but it didn't
like
start
5.
Till like 5 or 5:30.
Yeah.
But anyways, we showed up at like noon and got in line.
Well, we showed up at we drove in, and then we went to McDonald's. We were starving, and on the way back, you saw this little line in the back. I remember Giacomo going, "That's all there is. We're gonna get in," and we go to eat, and we drive back, and this whole thing is packed. It's literally probably about a mile long line. There's like 25,000 people.
So it was in the fairgrounds. And the line zigzagged across the parking lot in the fairgrounds, and then went out of the parking lot, like through a little park, and then out of the fairgrounds in its entirety, and then started looping around the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And it's a large fairgrounds. There's like an arena and a race, like a horse race track and all this stuff, and it looped around the fairgrounds, and we were, I don't know, probably half a mile outside of the entrance from the fairgrounds.
4 hours early,
where we got to the back of the line.
Yep.
And then
it filled up way past
and then
us.
people kept like walking past us from then on for the rest of the day.
Yeah. And so
and it was hot. It was hot that day.
It was the hottest day of that.
It was like 95 degrees probably.
No, it was 100. It was 100.
Really?
I thought. Yeah, I thought it reached 104.
It was
I just
really
remember
bad.
I was burned to the bone.
I remember that. Yeah,
and you were sore
one
from
side
your
of my
butt.
face was burned.
Yeah.
was burned because we were facing the same direction all day
the entire time, and we like met some good people in front of us.
Couldn't find any water.
But yeah, my butt was hurting because I I thought I'd like fractured my tailbone or something.
Bad. You were the
On
worst.
the way driving back from Pinkham, I was like, trying not to do anything.
I'm having a baby.
And then the next day it was a little bit less bad.
Yeah, but it was still
pretty bad.
Yeah.
But hey, I was standing most of the day after we got there, so it wasn't too bad.
Wear pants?
I think Giacomo had shorts.
Yeah, he had shorts on.
I had shorts.
I
don't remember what I had.
I'm glad
shorts.
I wore them. I mean, it was hot. No, I wore shorts. I definitely wore shorts. Yep, I was burned that day. I was burned everywhere.
Yeah.
Explaining that to my boss, or later on, was an interesting story. So anyway, we go and we're waiting in line, and Giacomo all of a sudden says, "Hey, I'm going to look kind of in the see where the line is.
Just look around.
Yeah, just look around real quick.
Scout ahead.
Yeah, and again, Giacomo was a pretty, well, he probably still is, like, he really didn't want to see Donald Trump, although he was the president, so it's pretty cool. One of the most powerful. Yeah. And we're going there.
And we'd seen, like, there's always, like, shirt vendors that follow him around with different shirts and stuff, like, all over it. But yeah, he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yep. And then he leaves.
And
like 30 minutes.
And he's gone for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Later, he comes back and he's wearing a Bomb the SHIT out of ISIS shirt and a Trump hat.
And Make America Great and a MAGA hat. Yeah.
Which I told him, I was like, dude, are you gonna buy one? He's like, I don't think so. And he comes back with it fully decked out. I was like,
huge grin on his face.
He's so happy. Look what I got.
It was like the most obscene shirt you could find.
Like, this is the worst man.
You did not wear that in Italy.
Yeah, I was like, where else are you gonna wear that, bro? He's like, probably when I play video games in my house. Like, what about your mom? Who cares? Oh man, it was so good. That was probably the biggest shock I had. I was like, holy cow. He's going full into it. Oh man, his voice, man, he's just he's so excited.
And every time that we would say America, he was finished very happily too.
Oh, that's a bad sign. Anyway, and then so we're finally the line starts moving, and we are thirsty as
and because we didn't bring water.
No, we didn't. We were idiots.
Very smart.
We were so unprepared. We didn't have any water at all.
I had some Propelled, but I drank that.
Oh, that's right. We brought
less than halfway through the line,
and I didn't even bring a bottle of water. And then. Like,
way too
I think we had maybe 2 bottles of water between us 4,
and we just
they were gone.
They were gone
very
within the first hour, dude.
Immediately.
Oh man, no conservation. And so he's like, "Well, where's a place?" And we found this hotel, and this is where
hotel across the street.
It's just a hotel.
So he runs to the hotel, and we're like, "Yeah, get us waters, because we're thirsty." And he comes back with a bag full of pop.
Yeah.
We're like, Wait, why'd you get pop? He's like, bro, the water is like 50 cents cheaper than the pop. Why would I get water?
Because we need water.
Because we want water.
It's like, you are officially an American.
So he's got So he's got like 5 bottles of like Pepsi and Mountain Dew, and I'm like, oh man,
this is not refreshing.
I guess I'll have a Mountain Dew, and like halfway through it, I was just like, oh, I'm not feeling so
not good.
Got all bloated.
Oh man, we like gave one to the people beside us.
Yeah,
We
in
had
front
so
of us,
many. They were like $4 pops too.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it's a hotel vending machine. So yeah,
a really nice hotel vending machine right outside of the fairgrounds.
yeah.
So that happened, and eventually we started moving. We get all the way within to where we could see the door, and we're about. I would say we're about a solid hour.
Yeah,
Maybe like
well,
a
I mean, once
hundred
the
or
line
couple hundred
started
people already.
moving, it would move once every like.
At
5 minutes
first.
or something.
And then it was pretty consistent.
It moved very slowly.
Yeah.
It just kind of creeped along. They're like, oh yeah, all right, they're starting to bring people in. And they didn't do it in the big arena where actually all the like stadium seating was outside.
Yeah.
Because they did it all inside in like some other
should have
building.
totally did it in
which they
the,
should have done it
stadium.
outside.
But it was so hot.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I think there was like, 30,000 people? Like 3,000?
There was a lot of people there.
That could fit inside the arena, I meant.
Oh, to fit? I
think it was like
It was
3,000.
around
36.
5,000.
I think it was 5,000.
So there was about 25,000 people that went
There
in
was
line
a
there.
lot of people
I've
there.
never seen so many people in Montana before in my life.
Yeah, and like the line, like we ended up like a little ways outside of the entrance. The line
About an
looped
hour ahead
all
of
the way down around the corner and like almost all like probably
when we
over
stopped-
halfway around the fairgrounds.
When we stopped, it was just a whole bunch of zigzags in front of us, and then there was the door.
Yeah, and we got to the parking lot in front of the building.
Yeah,
And started on the zigzags before
They said,
people started just leaving.
well, because they said
because they shut the doors.
And that's when we bought the MAGA hats, which they required you to like sign up for all this stuff
Yeah,
for
I
them
was
too.
like,
What's
ugh.
your job? What are you doing? Stuff like that.
It was really it's kind of
And
weird.
we went up there and talked, and I talked to one of the police officers, like, yeah, you guys have any protesters here? They're like, yeah, we had like 4 or 5 people.
Well, I mean, we saw at the entrance
Yeah,
there
was,
were
like, sitting there at the
there were
gate.
like 2 or 3 people with signs.
Yeah.
Peach truck.
Hey, you know
And
what?
it
If you're
was
gonna
like,
sit out in that
hey,
hot
whatever.
of weather, bro, I don't care as long
Go
as it's
for it.
peaceful.
Yep,
I don't
go
care.
for it.
Yeah. And so that was extremely hot. And
I even saw people I knew there from other schools.
I didn't know that. I didn't see anybody.
Some
else.
people I met in football. It was,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
And we left empty-handed. We didn't get to
Yep,
go to the
we
Trump
didn't-
rally.
we didn't get
Maybe
inside.
5 hours.
Yeah, and everybody like once they shut the doors, like he started his speech.
Yeah,
and
people-
so everybody's like on their phones, like watching his
it.
speech.
And it was so hot. Even my phone battery was having problems with
yeah, like it was really hot.
And so we drive all the way back home.
And that was the famous speech where he made where a bunch of people freaked out because he mocked the Me Too movement and all that jazz.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah, I would've loved to see that.
Whatever, who cares?
Oh man! And so we drove back to Kalispell, and on the way home to from Kalispell, we went to Famous Dave's and had some ribs. So I wanted to give him a
Good freaking
barbecue.
ribs.
My first experience with Famous Dave's sucked. I really wanted to go there because I loved ribs, and so I went on my birthday, but I'm always sick on my birthday. So it definitely redeemed itself the second time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I felt some of the corn was not done, but it was later on in the day, so I
Yeah,
bet a lot
the
of stuff.
cornbread was really good.
Cornbread was great.
The cornbread.
We ordered this. We basically ordered the family feast.
Yeah.
So they just came out with everything.
It was for like 6 people.
Yeah, they
and
came
we,
out.
between
ate
4
it
of us,
so
we all
quickly.
ate it. Yeah.
They came out with briskets, ribs, short ribs,
Everything you need.
everything that they. Yeah, I was like, we just need to give him a big barbecue, and he
Yeah.
really liked. I think he said the ribs was about his favorite.
It was
were-
really- yeah.
Either the burger or the ribs. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. We had a lot of food while we were there, and while we were in the parking lot, we took pictures of each other, and I just remember everyone was beat red. Like,
Oh
we were
yeah,
all-
everybody.
I could
I'm
feel
pretty.
My hat was the same color as my skin.
Yeah, I could have. I thought I had kept a picture from that, but I might not have.
Okay.
I thought I kept one, but I might not have had it. I don't think I have it.
Just hold it up to the mic. You might see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are, by the way, I did redeem us. We do have the common sense of the week. I did it while you guys were talking about cliff jumping.
Nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
sneaky.
Got it.
You didn't hear me or see me because you can't see anything. Yeah. So why don't we just do that right now then?
Sure.
Okay, so Gerald Miller's common sense of the week. Yeah, I said need common sense now. What are you suggesting?
And how long did it take him to reply?
Let's see here. It took him a total of 8 minutes.
Okay, that's
not
good.
Terrible.
That's
8 to 7 minutes. Yeah. So he says, "Never punch a rock. If you're angry, you'll always lose."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Timothy's spinal cord punched a rock and lost.
Yeah.
He lost pretty
Just
bad.
tried to spear in there.
Yeah, like stupid rock. Oh man, my foot.
Body slam it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, most everybody picked a fight with some rocks that day,
Yes,
and they lost.
We all were tanked.
Well, that rock picked a fight with me.
Yeah, that log is what got you around.
The rock was like,
The rock had help.
yeah, man. The rock is like, okay, I'll redeem you. I just screwed everyone over.
I haven't got you yet.
So yeah, and we drove home, and that was kind of disappointing, but it wasn't like terrible. We still had a lot of fun. I mean, it was still a good experience to see how many people. I mean, Trump could bring a crowd. He can bring a crowd. So yeah, and I guess I bought a Trump and Pence sticker, and I guess Stetson driving it now gets all the ladies talking about it.
Oh yeah,
I was like, "You're welcome, Stetson."
Pretty attractive ladies. You're like, hey, nice sticker. It really brightens up your car.
Wow, I have an Oldsmobile.
What was it, like
intrigue.
at a red light or something? Or where is it at? Oh.
At Domino's.
Oh, okay. The lady's there.
Just walking, hey, pizza lady. You're a pizza delivery guy. You're attractive. All right, probably make lots of money. Okay.
Money every night.
So day 5, next day.
I'm not in this story because I had to work this day.
Yeah, and then Timothy
I
was
also
like,
worked this day.
okay, you both had to work. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So something you have to do when you come to Montana is you have to go to Glacier National Park. So I decided to take him there.
Yeah.
And we had some sick pictures on there. I had some pictures of him eating buffalo jerky at the top.
Yeah.
When we went, there just happened to be this like gigantic fog top. Like you couldn't see anything at the summit at all. Nothing at all. So
Which kind of sucks.
parking was
but
easy.
yeah.
So we get up there, we get our stuff. I met a person I knew from high school there, which was kind of
High
awkward.
school?
Yeah, it was Ali Sartor. Yeah. Anyway,
cool.
We drive back the wrong way. We're going to the southern side or the eastern side.
You went up and over the summit.
Yeah, we went up and over.
Yeah,
and we started driving down a little bit, and we decided to stop.
Browning.
Yeah, we decided to stop a little bit down there and like look at that because it was just like this little sit down spot right over this cliff side, and we just sat there for like 15 minutes. And it was awesome. That was the coolest thing ever. Just sitting there. Watching, he was eating jerky. I took a sick picture of him. Saw on Instagram. Look him up at Jack Reds. Photo credit Tyrell Miller. And we sat there. We watched for a while. That was really cool. And then I decided we're probably going the wrong way because I don't remember seeing this on the way up here. Because it's now like as soon as you go over the top, no fog whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though it was about the same height. So we drove back up and over and down the rest of the mountain, and he fell asleep on the way down the whole way. And I was like, yeah, you want to go hiking a little bit? No. I'm tired.
Yeah. Well,
He's like,
are
totally do it, bro. No.
You guys are just like dead
We
tired
were dead.
from
from everything.
the past few days of going hard.
Yeah, go. And so I was like, fine, bro, we're just going to go. We decided to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. And, just got to get him some wings there. And he said that was probably not. He said it was good, but it wasn't like the best of all of the other restaurants I took him to.
Yeah, that's kind of how Buffalo Wild Wings is.
Yeah.
They're kind of they're
it's
okay.
Kind of an appetizer.
They're not
really
amazing.
Good appetizer,
yeah.
but and then that evening, it was a pretty slow day. That was kind of a relaxed day. And then that evening, we drove home, and everybody's like, "Oh, you took 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
You experienced Glacier." I showed everything.
They were back at like 1 p.m.
I showed
from
them
Glacier
everything.
Park. I was like, yeah. When we were like, how long did you spend at like
2
the place
hours.
you went? And you're like, probably at least like 3 minutes at each stop. And we're like, what? 3 minutes?
3 minutes, bro. I mean, yeah, we checked the lake. We chucked some rocks. We did some stuff. It was pretty cool. I thought the lake was so clear. Yeah, and that picture's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good picture. He put it in his profile for a little bit.
Yeah.
Photo credit me again. Anyway, find me at Tyrell Miller. Okay. Advertisement sponsored by me. Okay. And that day, I remember having such a hard time getting him to get pictures from mom. Because mom said, I need to give you pictures with mom.
Because his mom was like, I want pictures.
And he's like, I don't want it right now. I was like, dude, that sucks. He's like, but I really don't want to. I was like, that sucks. I told him every single time. He probably told me 6 or 7 times he didn't want to. And I said, that sucks. that sucks, bro. You're going to get him. It's like, you're going to get him. Like, when my mom finally came, he just broke off. He quit the rebellious thing. And he took pictures. I think he really liked them. There were some good ones. And and then we just kind of hang out. We played video games. That's the night we played Halo.
Oh, yeah.
And we had fun. First time he's ever played Halo.
Yeah, well, and I don't think he had all that much fun because we just destroyed him every time.
He was not having fun, dude.
We did not go.
We did not go. I was like,
pretty good.
Well, I was right beside him, and I'd kill him. I'm like, oh, sorry, bro, and just keep running by.
Yeah,
we were
like,
playing SWAT.
Whoops, sorry. I killed him.
Yeah, I see him jumping. I'm like, pop, and just down. We had brutalized him there. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Halo party is always fun.
We played PUBG. He really liked PUBG because we played a little bit of that on the phone.
We played mobile. When we were there in Italy.
I played mobile a little bit ago, and you know what? I was like, I'm gonna play mobile, and I get on mobile, and we play a little bit of a game. I kill some people, and then my teammate kills me. I was like, uninstall.
Yep, gone.
Screw this. And so we slept. I think we went to Walmart. One of the days we went to Walmart, and he bought himself like a whole bunch of technology because it was cheap. And
he bought himself a speaker.
Yeah,
he bought himself a really nice Bluetooth speaker because it's a lot cheaper than over there.
It's like $40 cheaper.
What it was.
It
was a Bluetooth. It was a Bluetooth. It like sparkled when it was playing music.
Yeah, it had like really cool like rainbow colors and stuff.
$129 or something, or like $99.
It was like
but it was like
40
almost
to 70
the same amount of euros.
Yeah, I know.
He was really scared of taking that back though.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna lose that.
He was gonna break it or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Or they would take it away and not let him bring it.
It's like, nah, dude, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And then the next day came on, day 6, Friday. This day was pretty awesome. Okay, so this day, you guys didn't want to go skydiving.
I worked.
Timothy worked, and we originally wanted to go skydiving the Monday of. The day we arrived, the day after, we were going to go skydiving, and it was too windy.
Yeah.
Because that storm we just came out of hit. And so we had to reschedule it for that Friday. And Stetson had no money by this time because we spent a lot of money this whole week.
I just didn't want to spend money. I was starting to lose it,
$270.
So.
$270.
Yeah, skydiving.
And they have this new skydiving setup where so first off, we get there, we meet them, and we have to watch this video about basically where they try to scare you. To not do it. Yeah, so that you get to sign a waiver, and the video tells you, hey, you're signing this waiver, so if you die, you can't sue us. And this whole spiel about it, and afterwards, Giacomo looks over to me like terrified. He was so scared. He's like, this would never work in Italy. Like they would never say, if we kill you, you can't sue us. Like, they would never say that.
That's in America.
And I was like, bro, don't worry, they're trying to scare you, bro. He's like, it's working. So he decided to do it anyway. We get set up, we get hooked up, we fly up in this cheap plane. Scariest part of the whole thing was flying up in the plane.
Is it the same as the one
Basically,
we did before?
But this one was on a movie, I think. I forget what movie it was. Like, this is a pretty
some World War II movie.
Basically, some movie. And we drive up, and so we have this on video, but we fly up, and we get up to altitude, and they strap us on, and Giacomo just looks terrified. Like, he really does. This whole time. I remember going on a roller coaster with him. He was talking big. He gets on the roller coaster, and he just doesn't say a thing.
Oh, no.
Doesn't say a thing.
Really?
Just completely quiet. Just like that.
Yeah, I guess because it's different though, because that's the opposite of what he does. Like,
when he fully does it,
when he jumps or something
he totally
like that.
Screamed when he jumped here. He jumped when he screamed here.
Yeah.
I think he changed his mentality. Instead of holding back, he just lets it all out. Yeah. So I have the picture on Jack Red as well. So he gets this guy, and they get strapped up, and they get off onto the ledge, and they're like, okay, about ready to go? And Giacomo is leaning out. So how they did this is you sat basically on his lap, squished in so tight you can't move. And the guy moved out until there was just over the ledge. And you're going about 90 miles per hour.
So he's sitting on the ledge, and you're hanging there.
You're just hanging there, okay? And you're supposed to keep your head back against the shoulder. And Giacomo gets ready, and you can just see him. He's ready. And the guy says, ready to go? Yeah. oh, we're going to wait a little bit. And they wait there for 10 seconds.
While
He's
he's just hanging there.
He's
Yeah,
like,
and
"Dude, come on, bro."
Giacomo's not a small guy.
No,
He's
not.
like 200 pounds.
He almost went over the limit. We had to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the limit was 230 and he was 240.
Oh.
And they said, okay, 250. We'll keep you at 250 because you fall too fast. So he jumped. They eventually went, and that was awesome. And then I went, and we dropped. And when we get to the very bottom, I see them. They're way down there. They were way ahead of us. And when we get down to the bottom, and he's having fun and stuff like that. He said the whole way down, the guy was yelling, "Oh, we're moving fast, bro. We're really flying, bro." And he's like, "What does that mean?" He was like freaking out because they were both like 200-some pounds. So they were dropping fast. And so we finished that. That was awesome. I think Sierra and Cheyenne were both watching us. Man, we get in the car.
I tried to make it in time to get there, but you guys had already jumped by before I was close.
And so we decided earlier we were going to do one more thing while he was down there, and that was go camping. Because that's a pretty big deal.
Had to go camping, for sure.
And so, and this was like a whole family deal for a while. Like everybody was going to get set up for it. So we drive down, and it's like 7 o'clock. And we were going to go nighttime about 9.
Yeah, we were going to go to Blue Lake.
Were we?
Yeah, but then it was like there was people there and stuff.
And so we decided to go to the Hidden Lake one.
It was
upper Stillwater.
Upper Sunday.
Upper Sunday Lake.
Yeah, North Sunday Lake.
Which I'm so glad we did. That was awesome.
It was a cool place.
Really cool place.
So we drive up there, everyone. We have our 4-wheeler set up. We are packed to go. Get a tent and everything. We get up there. We set it up before nighttime. Yeah, right beside cliffside. There's fishing. I'm the only one that caught a fish, and when I tried to reel it up at the bank, I dropped it. It was
off
massive.
The cliff and fell off.
Massive fish too. Massive fish.
Yeah.
I remember because I was like, we were fishing and Shine was catching the thing. I was like, here, let me try one time. I threw it out and got it right there.
Yeah.
And Shine's like, well, how did you do that? And then I drop it and I try to pull it up.
And then
I fished
before it was getting too dark, I wanted to, because basically at Upper Sunday Lake, it was basically a huge ravine that just got filled with water. So there's a cliff over there that's probably, 30, 35 feet.
Yeah.
And
did you drop before?
It goes straight down.
He did at night.
Yeah, it goes straight down, and the cliff just goes into the water and continues down.
Really good cliff.
There's no bottom ever.
Like, what was it, 40 feet?
You're never gonna hit the bottom. I don't know.
30, 40 feet.
Lake weed.
I don't know, probably 30, 35, maybe 40 feet.
40.
I don't know. We're just guessing pretty much.
But it was so open.
But you look over there and you're like, oh, that'd be fun to go jump off of. Then you go over there, and it's a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah.
Of course.
It looked big, though.
With everything. I guess
it looked pretty big.
If you don't see a person standing on top of it,
you would think,
tiny. Oh, that's small.
Yeah,
and then if you see someone that's standing on top of the cliff, you're like, okay, that's a lot.
That's pretty big. 5 of those guys.
And it was like just getting dark. I was like, I'm gonna go run up there, go jump up there,
just because.
And so I was like, yeah, just because. And so I go over there, and I guess
Dad was.
He was like, oh, don't do it. Yeah, your dad was like, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
At least have someone like come and shine a light over. I was like, okay, fine.
Giacomo was over there.
Yeah, someone came over and was shining a light, and so I jumped in and.
Yeah, it was
whatever.
Fun.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, and I remember Stetson was coming in late.
Mm-hmm. He had to work or something.
Yeah, and so he drove in, and so first off, what happened was we needed somebody. We thought Stetson was going to come a lot earlier because he had to go grab some stuff. We didn't know that, and we were like, anybody want to go sit at the road and just wait for him to come because Stetson couldn't drive the car back there. It was too bumpy and stuff like that.
So he would wait out there.
And so Chuck was like, yeah, I'll volunteer, bro, because he really wanted to drive the 4-wheeler.
Yeah,
drives the 4-wheeler back, waits by the road. Probably about 30 to 45 minutes later.
It was quite a long time.
It was a very long time ago. We started feeling bad, and I think Dad went out to go talk to him and stuff like that. Eventually, it was like pitch dark.
We found a bunch of donuts out there. If he was having fun at all.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he spun some donuts.
He had some fun. I didn't know that at all. Eventually, they start coming back, and I remember we were kind of off to the side.
Yeah, and
Giacomo comes up the trail and just keeps going.
He didn't see where we had set up our camp. So, and you basically go up this little hill. And you can either take a left or a right.
He just kept going.
But we were right there to the left where it was pretty easy to see.
Pretty open. He didn't see it.
But he
was having too much fun, dude.
He just kept going to the right. And like,
with Stetson on,
so I had to go and get him like, hey, you're going the wrong way.
We were up there for a while. And they stopped. And then something happened. And they turned around.
Yeah.
And so they come down. and we eat lunch, and then the girls.
Hot dog.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even dark at that point. That was before.
Oh, you're right. That was a little bit. So it wasn't.
It wasn't even dark at that point. So it was before then.
And you know what happened?
It started getting dark when I arrived.
So Dad was gonna leave us a couple things, and so we had lit us fire and all this stuff. Everybody set up, and then Dad conveniently takes the lighter, and so we had no lighter, so we had to make sure that was kept the entire night. But it was a problem. We actually ended up doing just fine. We set up our camp, we set up everything, and we just sat by the fire and talked, and that was a lot of fun.
That was good.
I really like that.
A very long time.
Nice and long.
It was pretty late.
It was like
we
2
had
o'clock.
some pretty cool music going.
Oh yeah, and then
he really wanted to do
Giacomo
it.
had his
He really
speaker
wanted to
going,
use it.
playing all his freaking Italian music that we
Italian
can't
pop.
hear. And we're like,
Can't
whatever.
understand it.
Sounds good.
Man. And we had the 2 dogs with us, and eventually we decided to go to bed, and I couldn't sleep with a dog.
Really?
Yeah, I could
I
not
freaking
sleep.
did.
I know. Well, because Giacomo
Bang.
snores like Copper, like our dog. It's one of those things. You tap him, you let him get up, and then you go back to sleep really quick and hope you get to sleep before he
That
snores.
was one thing I remember from. There's one night because
Sleeping over at our house with Copper.
sleeping in the cabin because him and I had beds across from each other.
I was below.
Yeah, and he was Tyrell was down below.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing Giacomo's story
He's
one night.
loud,
and I was
dude.
like, oh,
It's
nice.
intense, bro. He's having a war with himself.
What a man.
What a man. Yeah. He's like a sick beard. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I learned to block it out thanks to Dad. Shout out to Dad.
I can't
Fixing
at
the
all.
snore.
That's why I have so much trouble when I sleep on like hotels with Dad. He
yeah.
snores and I can't. But one of the funniest things, so something he told me the next morning, he said he woke up and it was just dawn. He said it was a beautiful experience. Because Comet was with us. Comet's a border collie. Boxer mix. Yeah. And so they walk out to go to the bathroom, and Comet follows. He likes to stay with you. And so he walks. Giacomo walks out. He's got toilet paper. He goes and sits down, takes a crap, and he looks over to the right, and Comet's taking a crap with him, and the sun's just coming up over the horizon. He's like, I love you. It's a beautiful moment.
They bonded really well.
He said he's like, we had a really good bonding moment. Yeah. But in Indian accent. We had a really good bonding moment.
Was it that day then later that we actually went to Blue Lake and climbed up that cliff and went to like roll rocks and stuff?
I don't think we did that.
We climbed up the cliff of that.
Oh,
that
no.
thing.
Okay,
Kept
never mind.
jumping
That
out
was-
of
we
cliff.
didn't
You
do
were
that.
talking about that.
That was a different time,
before.
yeah. That was a different time.
So we woke up, we made bacon, and eventually we decided to make a morning dip. And we just wanted to go cliff jumping.
We had to get it over before 12 o'clock.
And Giacomo, I told Giacomo, I was like, dude,
you have to
he
do
did
it
not
again.
want to go.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you had a bad experience the first time.
Yeah,
I'm
you had a bad
sorry
first
about
time.
that,
Yeah.
bro. You will not hit the bottom.
It hurt.
Yeah. And so we jump off a little bit, and then we decided to go to the big one. And eventually, I'm like, Giacomo, you gotta come to the big one. He's like, fine, I'll come.
Yeah.
And we're sitting up there at the top, and he eventually jumps, and you hear his drops down, and he had fun. We had fun. It was a good little jump.
How many times did he jump? Just
once. He only went one
He
more
didn't
time.
do twice?
He only went once. And I went rock climbing up there. Stetson was climbing straight
Stetson
up the
was
cliff.
just climbing up
Just
the
fine.
cliff
That
and then
was a
jumping
lot-
down
That was
again.
a lot faster than
I had such a hard time going up that one.
You just gotta
because
do
before
it.
when you jump and then you have to like swim around
Yeah.
and climb up like the steep hill. But yeah, Stetson would just jump down and climb straight up the cliff.
Straight up the cliff. Little Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was such a good climbing thing, though.
It was pretty good.
Very, very
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. And, oh man, there was something I was going to try to say before I forgot.
I think Giacomo was shooting the 22
The
even
pistol.
more while we were
Oh yeah. He would just
While we were
grab the gun and shoot it.
jumping off.
Oh yeah. I forgot. We brought the 357 and the 22, and you guys were just shooting over the water.
I tried to skip a bullet.
Giacomo
Tried to skip
really,
it, yeah.
Giacomo really wanted
Yeah, he
to
wanted
shoot
to
again
keep
before
shooting
he
again.
left. He's like, I gotta shoot more. I'm like, bro, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to go hunting and get
wild.
like a squirrel or something. We never found anything.
Yeah.
We had hot dogs and stuff like that. Who
Hunt
cares?
the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Hunt the hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean.
Man, there was something else I wanted to say before I left. Or before we finish this out.
How much you loved him.
Well, he's an awesome person. But it was Giacomo did something that was so stupid.
Stupid.
If it was Giacomo that did that, or if it was you, I forget. One of the two. It was so funny. Oh man, you keep talking, guys.
I don't know. That I can't think
How's
of
the day
anything.
today, guys? Yeah.
I can't think of anything else that he did that.
It wasn't during the camping. It was before that. We missed
before
it.
that?
We missed it.
Well, he
well, I know
definitely
that-
loved burgers, and we had him try Dad's spaghetti.
Oh yeah, we had a ton of steak too. That was the one day I've ever had
steak.
like
I-
too much steak
I do know that like
and corn on the cob.
I think it was either him or you were bringing up like our stuff, and we had a bunch of pop, and like half of the cans
Just spilled it.
fell off
Yeah,
of the
he-
4-wheeler and just
that
like
was
busted.
him.
and
That was
doing
him on
all
the
sorts of
4-wheeler. Yeah.
stuff.
He's like, bro, there's a bunch of Dr. Pepper cans.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's kind of
as
like
I was coming back, I just see cans everywhere.
because it's kind of
You guys are
a rough
uphill.
yeah,
rough.
it was a rough
Like
road up there. Like
stairway.
you couldn't, you'd have a hard time driving a pickup up there.
Yeah.
And if you did, you might damage some stuff.
Uh-huh.
And
High
so, yeah, so we just drove the quad up there,
Yeah.
hauling all of our stuff up there, and so.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we had pop falling off, and you know, we had to go pick it
We
up.
drank
and,
all those too.
Yeah.
We drank all those all that night.
It was very flat, not worth it.
yeah. We had some
Yeah,
good
it's all like half warm and just like,
Warm and flat.
Yep.
yeah. Good times, man. That was
yeah.
a lot of fun. That
it
was
was
a
good,
really
yeah,
fun.
for
Giacomo,
sure.
that was a lot of fun. If you're
Lots of
listening to
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Come back again.
I really want to. Me and Timothy have been talking. We really want to try to get Giacomo, like his reaction to what he was feeling.
Yeah, get him in on the
Yeah,
conversation.
'cause I can only
Get
say
him
so
talking
much.
a little bit.
I
Yeah.
wish I could just. If I could have went back in time, I would have videotaped every single moment because
Yeah.
he had some of the funniest things
Yeah.
I've ever heard come out of
Yeah,
someone.
it's just-
He's just so blunt.
Just
and he's
just
so
observations about
Yeah.
how America does stuff and whatever, like tipping. You know, of course, he hates tipping because
Oh, yeah.
it's an exclusive.
Hates it.
It's exclusively an American thing, and it is pretty dumb. But
Look, bro,
Just
it's
other-
$7, but then you have to tip him. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it'd be like about $10. $3.
Yeah, just-
well, he's like, is this good enough? And I looked down, it was like $2 for a $20 meal. No.
no,
no.
Don't do
No.
that.
It's like he just keeps forking it out. He's like, okay, that's good right there. That's a good $5-6 tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because just all of his stuff with just what the differences are and just
His
the way he
biggest
puts it too.
I asked him what the biggest difference was, and he said the roads are big. And I
yeah.
was like,
And
yes,
every,
they are.
Every
Yeah.
vehicle is big. You get
Every vehicle.
Trucks.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that
the
was
trucks
one
are
thing. Like,
massive.
because he saw
Our
he
truck.
saw your dad's
Yeah.
truck, and he was like, man,
That is a big.
look how tall this thing is. It's taller than me.
Well, then we went to
Completely
look.
normal.
We went to look at the bison. I don't know if you were there with us, but me and
I don't
Stetson
think I
went to
saw
look at
it.
the bison,
see
and he
a
walks
big
up there
bull
and there's a
over there?
big bull. Yeah, he's like, "That's the biggest animal I've ever seen in my life."
Biggest living, breathing thing I've ever seen. And Dad's like, he's never seen an elephant.
He's never seen it. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure moose.
I mean, when we were
Moose are big,
in
yeah.
Italy, there's like one time
Very little
where,
wildlife.
well, I mean,
Tiny
about
miniature deer.
with like trucks and stuff. He was like, so is that like the size of an American truck? And it was like a Toyota Hilux or something like
It's a
that.
car.
It was like it was
That's an Outback.
yeah. It was like it was the same size as like a Tacoma or something.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, it's a little bit bigger than that.
See your dad's like semi type truck. That's normal size.
yeah.
Oh man, their semis were tiny. They had tiny little like box semis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But
Yeah. And then I think that was everything. We finished up. We had a lot of fun. And then I drove him home. And on the way home, I asked him
back to Calgary.
Yeah, for the fourth or sixth time that year. And yeah, we drove. He just wanted me. We were driving like 70 in America. He's like, "Why don't you just go faster?" Remember we were driving back from Great Falls? Like there was this long straight stretch. He's like, "Why don't you just go 100? Why can't you go faster?" I'm like, "Dude, we get pulled over." It's like, "Don't you? They do speeding tickets here." You're
Yes.
surprised about
yeah,
that?
you
'cause
get pulled over for speeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because over there, they don't pull you over for speeding. They just pull you over randomly.
Yeah, check ya.
And there's enough corners. There's very few straight stretches.
Yeah,
that you
to
can
book
actually
it.
go fast.
To book it, yeah.
And if they are, they're really rough.
Or there's snow on the
and
road.
so for us, there's lots of straight stretches,
But we can't.
but
We
they
have to
won't let
hold
us go
back.
that fast.
Yeah. I told him the 5 mile per hour speed limit rule.
Oh yeah, 5
You
over.
can go 5 over.
Well,
and
like
they won't
8
look
over
at
is
you.
usually the threshold.
Yeah, that's
where,
like
where
really
they'll
pushing
pull
it.
you over.
Which is why I say 5 because it's give or take.
Yeah,
Give or
5
take
is
2.
like 5 is safe.
No, it's
You
a
can go
safe
5
little
over
thing.
without
They
getting
won't
pulled
even
over
look
usually.
at you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dropped him off and he flew home, and then I had to drive back all alone. by myself beside me. Anyway.
Yep.
And that was the Giacomo trip. Again, I hope we get him out for some stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I wish I could show the. I should probably post the skydiving videos on Facebook. I don't think I ever did that. I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah. I don't think I even watched any of them.
Oh, so you guys can probably check it out on Facebook. I'll probably post it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Mom, for the pictures. Again, those pictures are awesome. She's making money off of them now.
I didn't see April, so I'll see
we'll need to see April.
When it comes out.
Yeah, and thank you, Stetson.
Yeah.
It's good having me.
Yeah. Thanks for talking a little bit more this time.
Good to be here.
Yeah. He actually talked. I hope you guys can hear him this time. And my name's Giacomo Miller.
I'm Stetson Miller.
I'm Tim.
And we are going to clock out. Thank you guys for listening. We out.
This is Billy Tim.
Oh my God. Second time.